What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to get this mega token in Roblox as a part of the hunt event. So this isn't a normal token. This is a mega token as a part of the mega edition. So it's SpongeBob Tower Defense. As soon as you join the game, go to the event area. And we've got these two areas. We've got Bikini Bottom. Basically, you just go in one or the other of those. And we're going to do some digging. You don't really have to battle the oncoming enemies. Just kind of go around and find these dig sites. And most of these dig sites, you're not going to find anything in there like a grocery list or something kind of interesting or not interesting, and we're just gonna go around. There's probably, I don't know, 10 or more different dig sites that you're gonna find in here. For me, I was able to, on this third dig site right here, I was able to find the treasure map right here. So your results may vary. You may have to dig up different areas and other dig sites in there, and eventually you're gonna find the map. But they're really easy to find. They're big mounds with X's on them. So I found the map in the third one. So try to do it in the order I did it, and maybe you'll get it as well. So we reset the game now. We're going to the main lobby. We're going to the Flying Dutchman, and he's gonna send us to the trading area. So this is the trading area here where we can do trading, but we're basically working on the mission. So we're gonna run up here to the top of the ship, talk to the Flying Dutchman, and he says, you're seeking a treasure. Okay, so we're gonna talk to him, we're gonna click continue, and then we're gonna go back down to the bottom of the ship over where we spawned. And we've got these grates right here. If you're not as fat as me, you should be able to go through a little bit quicker, but it looks like my character's just a little bit too fat to fit right down there. So I guess I gotta jump and kind of smoothly get my way through there. Now there's a key hidden down here. It should be over here in these barrels. Like for me, like I didn't see it right away. It looked like it was like, I couldn't see it because it was like covered by the barrels. And also if people get in your way, they can make it a little difficult for you to grab it. Like you can see right there, he sort of got in my way and it made it difficult for me to grab it. So I'm gonna grab it real quick. Okay, so I think I got it right here, even though he was trying to get in my way. And yeah, okay, there's no more key over there. So make sure you grab yourself the key. You're gonna need it to get through this door right here. Well, you open that door and then you go straight ahead, and we've got this right here. And over here is a big maze. So once I started going, I lost my way, man. I found so many dead ends and then kept going back and forth. So I'm gonna speed this up at like 2.5 speed. If you want to slow it down to like half speed and watch exactly where I go and follow me, eventually you'll get there, but I found a lot of the wrong ways to go before I found the right way. So I would say just kind of like, wander around this place, keep trying to go. You guys know how mazes work. If you went down a path and it wasn't the right way, then go back to where there was another fork in the road and take one of the other paths. And eventually you're gonna find your way to the end. And what we're looking for is a big door, of course, with a big key, because we've got that big key. We want to put that key in the door to get to the next area. And yeah, just here we go, running around. We'll find that door here. There we go. There's the door. There we go. So hopefully that was helpful for you, but visually it's all pretty much the same thing. So you want to find yourself to that door in the maze. You come in here, and then are you prepared for the captain's quarters? So if you're ready, basically what's going to happen here is there's going to be, you guys know the game, it's a tower defense game, so it wouldn't make sense if there wasn't any like tower defense stuff that you had to do. So next what we're going to do is go up these stairs. There's a map right there, but that map is really important. It's going to take us to the treasure where the mega token is. But first, we're going to have to watch some cutscenes. Actually, no, we're going to have to defend it from these guys who are trying to take it for some reason. These fish skeletons, I didn't know fish had skeletons like that. They look to me like maybe penguin skeletons. I would buy if they were penguin skeletons, but I don't really know about that. Anyway, Flying Dutchman is pretty angry. He's like, yo, dude, watch my map, okay? Can you just kill these guys while they're trying to come in here? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up at like 10 speed because, guys, this part takes quite a bit of time. You're probably going to spend at least 30 minutes in here going through 20 waves of enemies. And don't worry, I mean, you've got all sorts of, on the bottom you can see, you've got all those different guys. I find the second guy with the musical notes is pretty powerful. If you can put him on some corners, he's pretty useful. The second to last guy with level 35, that's 1250, he's pretty powerful as well, but you'll get a chance to lay all these guys down. Just try to lay them down strategically so that they're taking out any of the enemies. Now, I think the map can handle like if a couple of enemies get through. So if there's one or two that get through, it's probably not the end of the world. You're still probably going to be able to survive quite a bit. But yeah, you're going to have like this guy, Dennis. He's going to come through. So every now and then you're going to have waves where there's some of these guys that are a little tougher than the other guys. Don't forget, you can, I think, put like 5 of each of your defenders up. And for each of those defenders, you can also make sure you level them up. So, you know, click on them, level them up, get through all the planktons and the things that they're sending at you. So again, guys, we're wave 11. We're going at 10x speed. And these guys can be pretty brutal, but you can see right there, also, there's a second area where they start coming out. So start getting ready for them coming out of that grate in that second area. It's not just the first area they're going to be coming in, and they're going to be coming in quite a bit. But if you can like load the back end of your defenses as well, you'll be in good shape. So just make sure you've got, you know, something pretty much all along the way to do some damage to things, and you can prioritize to like the front one, or you can have like two of your defenders that are next to each other. One of them's prioritizing the front person, one of them's prioritizing the second person. Either way, it's again not too difficult to get through this whole thing. You guys should be able to do it. If it doesn't work the first attempt, I'm sorry, because you're gonna have to come back and it's gonna take a long time to do it, but I'm actually pretty sure that they actually nerfed it a little bit, because I think that guy Smitty got through, and but then I still won. So it would be kind of disappointing if I get through 20 waves and then that last dude comes through and kills me. Anyways, I've made it. You click on continue, and then you click on return to trading, and we're going to go back to the trading hub. And over here in the trading hub, we're going to go and interact with this map so we can see exactly where we need to go. Not that this really tells us anything like important. It's just, you know, we've got to have that so that we can go into the area. It'd be cool if we just straight up just go into that hole right away without going through all that stuff, and then we can just get the mega token, but we can't really do that. It doesn't work that way. So now we are going back to the hub, and then we're going to go back to the event area again, and then we're going to go into another one of these, you know, bikini bottom Shumageddon areas. We're going to load into there, and now this time we're not doing any digging. We've got a hole that is open, so as soon as we spawn in, we're going to go into that hole, and we're going to go collect our treasure. We are so close to the end, guys. If you guys have made it this far, like, you're pretty much done. There's really not much more effort. Just go find this little hole in there, and then you walk into it, and then it's going to take you into this uncharted cave, a deep chasm where stuff happens. I don't know. That thing went too fast. I couldn't read it. Anyways, we're going to go down here. We're going to do this long walk. I wish I could run, honestly, or, you know, if you walked on the water, it would make you go a little bit faster. Anyways, there is this thing down here, and we have to go stand on that little, let's see, looks like a hexagon. Yeah, so we're going to stand on that, and then we're going to just do dance. So we're going to do a dance emote, or I think if you just chat in the chat, it should work anyways. But yeah, just do an emote, doing a dance, standing on this area, and then you're going to see all of the stuff starts falling apart, and that door opens. So we're going to go in there, into that door, and it's Davy's locker, I think, and I don't think it's got his heart in it. This is not Pirates of the Caribbean. This is Davy Jones' locker. It's got the mega token in it. So you open that thing up, interact with the mega token, and then boom, there you go. You guys got it. Now you can click anywhere, and it can, like, at this point, you can go into this little teleporter thing, and it will take you to the hub there, into like the main hub for the event, which is kind of cool. When you go into the hub and you've got a mega token, this thing in the middle opens up, and then you gain access to like a whole little new area that has this big kind of like everything's white around it. So now you have access to a whole new area here. So that's how you get the first mega token, guys. There's more mega tokens, and I'm going to be doing some launching here pretty soon after I get some videos out for these. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to get this mega token for containment breach in the game Untitled Tag Game. So you have to make sure you get the first mega token in SpongeBob Tower Defense. If you haven't gotten that one yet, make sure you watch that video and go and get that one. So first things first, every map is going to have inside of at least one building this teleporter right here, as long as you've got the other things. So you go and you interact with it like 3 times to break the pieces off and turn it into a regular teleporter. Then you're going to go over here. This guy is going to make you talk like quite a bit. You just talk to him a little bit. You can actually press the button a bunch to kind of get through all of his dialogue. But basically what I'm going to do is also spare you like 20 minutes of cutscenes that are going on. So I've edited out all of the cutscenes for this whole thing. You just kind of watch me doing what I'm doing right here. So now we've connected to a drone, and with this drone, we are not going to fly into that exit sign like that guy. That's what I thought at first. right there, initially, you're going to see like some red lasers. You want to go through those red lasers. They're going to turn off for you here in just a second. So in the meantime, feel free to smack up against some windows like I'm doing right there. But basically, over here is where you're going to want to go. You go through here, and then you're going to want to point downwards and go down. And then over here, you've got this whole room where there's, I think, a bunch of prisoners, basically. So you'll probably end up seeing some familiar faces if you guys have played Roblox. You know a lot of Roblox lore. But basically, you have to go around to 6 of these different places. And you can see right there, you can see how it's going, the progress goes towards the end, and then you basically inspected the cell, and you got to go through and inspect a total of 7 of the cells. You see all the little white tags. Those will show you exactly where you have to go to inspect the cells. So we're going to fast forward here, and then after we're done with this part, we'll be back to you to explain what we're doing, or basically just kind of follow what I'm doing or where I'm going. If it's something tricky or I need to come in and kind of tell you about it, I will come in and talk to you guys. But in the meantime, just kind of watch what I'm doing and do that. Okay, now that we've inspected the other 6 places, we're going to go to our cell, and it says to break the glass. It's not the glass on the side, it's the glass on the top. And you can see there's also a screwdriver there. So when you break through that, you're also dropping a screwdriver in there for your character to grab. So now you've got yourself a screwdriver, and this is going to be useful for you. You're going to want to hold on to that. Basically, just wait here for a little bit. The door here is going to open, and then we're going to bust it to the left. Just follow where I go here for the next steps, and we'll come and talk to you again if there's something we need to talk about. So now after all of that dialogue, we're going to make use of this screwdriver down here. We're going to go to this little vent, and we're going to use the screwdriver to break in. And then basically we're going to go through and make our way to the end. I kind of ran around this maze. I think as soon as you go in there, you want to kind of turn right and then go left. So I kind of ran around here a little bit to get to the end. But once you get to the end of this, there's basically another cutscene that I've made sure I've edited out of the video for you. So just basically at this point, follow where I go, and I'll be back to talk to you when we get to the end of this vent maze. Okay, so we got a bad guy here. You're going to go and knock him out from behind. He didn't see you. And again, with those other guys, you can basically knock them out from behind if they're not hitting you with the flashlight. If they see you, they're going to catch you. But here, do what I do. Just go underground over here and make sure like these guys aren't looking in a certain direction. You may have to wait here and wait for some of these guys to walk by, but then go around the corner over here and then just sneakily grab that key card and go back under here, go back here, go to the right. And then we're going to go through this. You can jump over and then go down in here. And then we're going to use the screwdriver to open this vent right here. And then this guy at the top, he's going to be kind of alerted for a minute. So wait for him to stop being so alert with the question mark over his head. And then when he turns around, you can either kind of go and kill him, or if he walks into the other room, you can just really quickly use your key card over in here to get access to the next areas. So after that, we're just going to, open up, use our key card. See, you don't even have to kill him. You can just use your key card really quick. Go in here, and then it's going to open this door over here, and then you can use the key card again from inside of here. And then once you do that, then it's going to take you to another area. Just follow where I'm going, and it's going to be almost time for some parkour, but there's some other bad guys that we got to deal with over here in this area. Go in this room, and then we're going to take a right as soon as we go in here. Don't go down that way. And I don't know if you really have to close the door behind you. I don't think that's necessary. Just take a right. And then take a left up here. And then at the end of this hallway, we're going to go and use our key card to the right side over here. And then just watch what I do with these guys. We have to, you can go up the stairs and you can kill each of the guys if you want. Or basically you can just kind of go really quickly to the middle, kill the guy in the middle, and then jump and swing from the swing above. And then after that, it's just like watching some parkour. I think it's easier to just kind of get rid of these guys here at the bottom. Go take out this guy at the top, and then you have to go back here. Just go back, 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 back. Get yourself some speed. You need some speed on this. If you don't have enough speed, you won't be able to swing on it. So go back here and then take a right. We're gonna go up these boxes over here, and at this point, just kind of follow where I'm going for parkour, and we're gonna go through this place and then another place. We're trying to hit the buttons and shut down all of these little sections of this this whole thing. So this right here, this parkour, very tricky. It's a lot of work, so I would recommend just yeah, just keep at it. This right here, this swing at the top, you have to be going really fast, and you'll probably miss it a lot of times. But yeah, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and yeah, just follow the path that I'm taking, and it'll show you where you need to go. So honestly, at this point, it's really just kind of follow where I go. We're going to go up here. We're going to push the button. We're going to go to the other section. We're going to push a button, and we're going to basically shut these things down. But it's just follow where I go, push the buttons, and we'll be back here to talk to you after we've finished and we've got the badge. Okay, and here we go. This is the end. Once you fall down this thing, you've got this portal and you've got the badge. There you go. It's your in your inventory. And now we got to go get the next one in pressure. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, here we go. The mega token here. Take my hand in the game pressure. This one is very difficult, very long and drawn out, so it's gonna take some serious skill. And if you guys are good at like doors and pressure, that's gonna make a huge difference. But if you're a beginner at this game, it's gonna be a long learning curve to get to the top of this one. But basically what we're gonna do is when you start out, we need to go and find 4 like cards with codes on them. So 91 for me is the first code, but if you are in a different server, like the code's going to change each time you go to a different server. So we're going to go to all these 4 different spots and we're going to find these 4 cards. There's like the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, and each one has 2 digits, and that's basically a code that we're going to have to use and write down and remember. So this is the second code right here. So we've got the 9-1, we got the 6-5, which is the second one. So you can see the number on the bottom tells you which order it's in. So if you find it in the wrong order, you can at least, you know, like kind of put them in place. But I'm just going to show them to you and find them in the right order. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically this is going to be what the code is going to be. So just going to follow where I go and look where all these little pads are. I can just basically give you an overview at this point. How this whole thing's gonna go. It's pretty crazy. If you've played the game before and you went through and you got the normal badge, then you've got a leg up because you already know how to get through like the main part with all the different entities that are going after you, which is tricky. And yeah, you do have to go through it again. If you went through it once before to get the main token, you're gonna have to go through it again, and then you're gonna have to go through it like basically a second time in an even more difficult version of it. Anyways, here's the third code right here. So for us, we've got 39 is the next 2 digits for our code for this server that we're in. So you guys have to go in whatever server you're in, you have to go and find your own numbers to get this access code, because they change per server. So these numbers, again, not going to work for you. You have to go and find your own numbers. But fortunately, this is to go and find a decoder. But once you find this and you go through this first phase with all the different numbers, you're gonna have that decoder, like whether or not, like when you reset the game and you go back into it, you're still gonna have that. And you're not gonna have to go through this process again, basically. So we're gonna go back to the end of this bridge right here. And then at the end of this bridge, just around the other side of it, go around here, not here, actually the paper is right there around the corner. So this is the fourth one, so 2-5. So we've got our code right here, which is 91653925. And again, that's just for me in my server. You have to go around, you have to find all 4 of them, and you have to find your own 8-digit code to get the decoder. And once you do that, again, once you get the decoder, you're in good shape. So let me just tell you guys basically what's going on here. So you guys have to go find. So now that we've gone into the main submarine and we've started like the whole main game thing, we're gonna start, you know, kind of heading out the way down through all the doors. But before we go through all the doors, what we have to do is so there's door 40 right here, and we're gonna find the code to get into this door is actually located behind you. Of course, anytime you see a keypad, you're gonna have to go locate this, but I'm pretty sure you guys played enough pressure at this point and you probably know how it works. So yeah, we are gonna go pick up some items here real quick. And then right here is where the code is on this table for that first door. So yeah, before we go, like I think we have to go down. We have to open door number 39 and then turn around and go back. So there's another door later that we have to go to so that it'll actually open up. So we have to open this. Our code is 8036. Your code's gonna be different. So you guys are gonna have to go in whatever server you're in, find your own codes for the server, because those are going to be randomized and you're going to have completely different numbers than what I've got going on. So we're going to go down here and we're going to go through this and over this way and then over down to this is door 39 basically is what we're heading to. So down here, door 39, we're going to just pop that door open here real quick. People have said that they couldn't access the door at the top unless they did that. So I think that's actually necessary as a part of this whole thing. So after we open that door, we're going to, of course, turn around, go back up from where we came, and we're going to go up into an upper floor, which is floor 41. So it starts you at floor 40, basically. We're going to go up here to floor 41, and then we're going to take a right over here, and we're going to see another set of stairs. We're going to go up these stairs, and then back on the other side, we're going to see a door over here. So this door should open for you. If it doesn't, go and open door number 39. And then down here around the corner, we see right here is the door with the keypad, and then this is where we enter the 8-digit code that we found from all of the pieces of paper around the map. So again, guys, sorry I forgot to put this in the other one. I was going through the footage. I tried to do my best, but somehow forgot this. It was 3 in the morning. I was really tired. Anyways, guys, please forgive me. Hopefully this helps get you there. And good luck, guys, on finding all these tokens. This is a crazy event. Also, would be happy to hear you guys' thoughts about the event in the comments. And also, if you see me live streaming in the hub, come and get yourself some of these spiral horns. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys. In these digits, and you have to find yourself the decoder, which now that we've got the code to open the decoder, just follow where I'm going, and we're going to go and get that. We have to get the decoder, and then we have to go into the main game that we played to get like the normal token. But in certain rooms, we have to use the decoder to get like a special passcode, get into a different door altogether. So, and the special passcode that we have to get with the decoder is things that we're going to find going through in rooms 33, 28, 19, 10, and 6. Okay, so this whole thing starts at, you know, level 40. I'm gonna double the speed here because like this is like, it took me a while to get through here, and I'm assuming that you guys have gotten the normal one, so you guys have seen how to get through and get to the bottom. You know how to stop these entities. Basically, there's the main dude who follows you around from level 37. He is really annoying. He likes to follow you around everywhere, but he's also useful in a way, because if he gets into a locker, then he kind of tells you, you need to get into a locker too, because there's going to be the other entity that's going to come after you. So this is the guy that I'm talking about. He's annoying. If you don't look at him, he's going to come at you really, really fast. Then of course there's these lockers, and then there's the little other dude who can flashbang in your face. So again, you know, listen for the audio cues for some of the other entities, and then keep your eye on this main guy. Just sometimes, for the most part, walk backwards. If he does catch up with you, which he will, one way or another, he's gonna catch up to you, and he knocks you out for some of your life. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. But anyways, so you can see like right here, we are going down in the levels, so we're like level 35. We're getting a locker. We saw him get into a locker, so we're getting into a locker. It means this other entity is going to come through. It's going to scream at you, and it's going to try to kill you. So you stay away from that entity when it's trying to go for you. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to keep going. That guy, flashbang in his face every now and then. It doesn't seem to work, but if you can flashbang in his face, that will kind of get him to run away from you, and he's going to show up every now and then too. So there's 3 entities. There's this guy. If you look at him, he won't hit you, but if you're not looking at him, he's going to come after you. And he also does some venting and stuff. But anyways, here we are at the first radio station in room 33. So right here, this is a huge part of it. We've got the decoder. We go through, we change the tuning on it until we can hear some audio, and then we hold on to the decoder and we listen until it's actually finished decoding. So you shouldn't have to worry about this guy coming after you. He's chilling right now. He's chilling, but you go, and we've decoded the first one. Now there's 5 different ones that we have to go and decode. So there are hidden radios in each of the rooms. Again, room 33, and then you're good, and then get to room 28, and then decode in that room, and then room 19, then decode in that room, and then room 10, and then room 6. So just watch what I'm doing. Basically, the whole story here at this point is trying to survive, get in lockers, and get away from the screaming face, and the ping pong ball dude, just flashbang him, and the other guy who used to work there, apparently, he tries to kill you, and you're gonna see, you know, if you die, you can spend 30 Robux to revive, and you can do that like at least twice each time. So if after you do it twice, you can't do it a third time, and you're gonna have to start all over. But yeah, just watch what I'm doing, go where I go, wherever the radios are, go to those radios and use your decoder to you know, change the radio station once you interact with the radio. And once you're hearing what they're saying, then open up your decoder, decode what it is, and we're basically getting 5 different symbols that we're going to use to open another door that we're going to find much later on in the game. So here we go, you know, at the next radio, we're changing the station. We're trying to see when we can actually hear some of the audio. Once you hear the audio, then you're good. Go away from it, open your decoder, and then you got the decoder, and you're listening, you're standing by it, and you're trying to decode and get what the next code is. You can see right there, when one of those symbols show up on your decoder, then you're good. And you know, we're trying to get those symbols so that we can open something later on. So there you go, just keep going through. This is at 2 times speed. I know this video takes a long time to watch, but it's gonna show you how to get through each part. And it shows you like how bad I am at this game in general, but we're still gonna get through, guys. We're gonna get it. So just watch what I do, go where I go, decode, find all those different spots where the radios are, and get your code at the very end, and we'll come and talk to you when we get to the point where we need to use that code.
Stared at me, sprinting on all fours. I ran into your life. The ground crumbles around me. He turned and stared at me.
A lot quicker than he looks, huh? Get some distance on him before checking where you're heading. That wouldn't happen to me. I would just bam, would just shot him. You sure? Okay then.
Taking my bearings, I examined my surroundings. There was something beneath. Taking my bearings, I examined my surroundings. There was something beneath. Taking my bearings, I examined my surroundings. There was something beneath.
All right, here we go, guys. Now we're finally at the point where we get to use these digits that we decoded for this whole thing. All of those difficult to obtain numbers or symbols, we're going to use them right here. So just follow the pictures of the decrypted code in order to enter the passcode for this thing in order to get to the next area. So yeah, if you haven't decrypted the code, then you're not going to know how to go forward after this point. So there you go. You're finally using the code that you decrypted, and we're all set to go. All right, so the fun's not over yet. Now we basically get to go through and escape those entities again. So follow where I'm going. There's this tram right here. You're going to go and hop on this tram, and you're going to activate it. And yeah, again, just follow where I'm going, and we're going to the vault. All right, so here in the vault, we've got a different challenge. We still got to deal with those 3 entities as before, but we're under some time constraints and some other constraints as well as we move on further through this whole thing. So we want to pick up these little intensity tokens right there. So you can see on the top, we've got 1 out of 30 of them. So there is some sort of entity that is kind of working in the background that basically in 10 minutes, it's going to kill us, and it intensifies more and more. But we want to pick up those intensity tokens as we're going through there. And you can see at the top, there's 1 out of 30. You can notice them pretty easily, like they're glowing. Do not miss any of them. If you miss any of them, it's going to be difficult for you to like move forward. So you got to get every single one of them like under the tables, in the drawers. But again, like if you're not looking at the other guy, like he's going to turn around and try to get you. So it's kind of tricky to try to make sure you're picking these things up. So you got to be careful. You got to make sure you are shining your light on him, making sure he doesn't see you or get you while you're trying to pick up your stuff. You got to open these lockers and because look at that. He just vents right through things just around the corner. So you have to make sure you pick up all the little pieces as you go through, and you don't miss any of them at all. You got to pick up every single one of those, and sometimes like the drawers might get in your way. But yeah, make sure you're picking up all those little fragments, and you're under a time constraint. It's 10 minutes. Later on in this thing, you end up like having to get oxygen, and if you don't fill up with oxygen, then you're going to die. So yeah, and you have to run from the other entities that were a part of the other part of the mission as well. So yeah, you have to run from the screaming face. You have to run from the I don't know, this guy right there. You flashbang him, and he's still going to try to hit you and cause you some damage. So you watch out from him. You flashbang him, get him in the face. When you see life, get that. Try to survive as many hits from this dude who hits you and then helps you up for some reason. I don't know what his deal is. I think he was a former employee in this whole thing. But yeah, so just kind of watch what I'm doing. Go through, you got to pick up all 30 of those little intensity counter or these intensity tokens and get through without losing oxygen. You're going to see at some point about halfway through, we have to start using oxygen tanks. You can see the oxygen on the bottom left next to your life. And as soon as the oxygen goes down, then your life is going to start going down at like kind of one, every second you're going to lose some life. So you're going to have to find an oxygen tank like really, really quick if you guys are in that situation. Otherwise, you're going to die and have to start over. And you can't spend any Robux to like reset in this one like you did the first one. If you die, you have to reset and start from the whole thing. So just kind of follow where I'm going, pick up all the items, and good luck, guys, trying to get through this. All right, and at this point, you guys have reached the end. You guys are good. You just need to move forward a little bit and go and claim your mega token. Pretty simple and straightforward. Again, like you're done. You're done, guys. You just need to move forward, open a few doors, and get through and go and claim your stuff. So we're gonna go down this whole corridor. We're gonna jump, kind of skip forward to the end. Just get to the end, and then all you have to do is claim your mega token, and then you're good to go, guys. And that's 3 so far. Good luck. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, here we go. The 4th mega token here in Roblox. The game is chained. You got to make sure you get the first 3 mega tokens first. If you haven't gotten those yet, then you can get those. You can see the video on my channel. So the game is chained. We're going to go to the event area where we got the first token. And at this point, we're also assuming that you already have the first like regular token and you've already gotten to checkpoint 31. If not, you're going to have to play through, get the regular token, get all the way to checkpoint 31 with a friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to that point because, of course, there's all of these checkpoints, which is great. You can save your progress. You can find those in this part as well. But yeah, you're gonna have to make sure you come in here. Now, if you don't, you can go up there by yourself and it'll kind of queue you up with somebody who does actually have all 3 of the badges. But basically, you gotta have one person kind of step on buttons so another person can go across safely and work together as a team. So like this one right here, basically one of these buttons is going to open the door. For us, it was the middle one. So, you know, probably going to be the middle one for you guys. But you guys just want to work together as a team, trying to get straight ahead. And basically just watch what I'm doing here in this video. And otherwise, if it's like something tricky, I will be sure to let you guys know about it. Like this one right here, you go forward and then you have to go back. And this button, you have to go and walk on and off of it a bunch of times while the other person walks on and off a bunch of times as well. So the thing is, like, this one might be buggy though, because the first time we went through it, it wasn't working. Like walking on and off of this button is supposed to create a path for you so that you can get across a little further on. But yeah, the first time we did it, we walked forward. I came all the way back here. I walked on and off this thing so many times, but this person's saying, yes, yay, it's appearing now. So yeah, we had to leave and then come back into a whole different server. So if that is bugging for you guys, then just make sure you leave and come back to a server. But when you leave and come back, you'll start, if you're with the same person, you'll be at the checkpoint that you left. So you'll start right where you left off. So this is the path that it makes for you. And that, of course, if it's not appearing when you go back and forth on that button, then don't worry about it. Just leave, join another server. It's bugged. So right here, each person is moving the platform for the other player. So you move the platform for the other players so they can get through, and they move the platform so it's aligned so that you can get through as well. So you, as the blue player, can only go through those, you know, invisible red ones, and them, as the red player, can only go through the blue doors, which is kind of weird. But anyways, this one, I thought I was going to die, but yeah, there's a room right there where you can go through. So up here too, we're going to go and hit these buttons, and then when we're stepping on these buttons, we can see over there, that wall, you just... both of you guys stand on the buttons for a while until that wall goes away. And then, of course, when you see trusses, if it's red, you guys already played through the main thing, so you know only, like, if you're blue, you can walk on the blue platforms and the blue trusses. But if you're red, you can only go on the red ones. So, yeah, just make sure that you're going forward. Like this one, person on the red has to stand on the button while the person on the blue goes through first. Person on the blue makes it to the other end, and then on the other end, they, I don't know if they actually have to stand on this thing. I think they do, actually, to make it appear. But this button operates in 2 ways for the players. So blue person stands on it so the red person can get through. This next part is a little tricky, gonna take a few tries probably. So blue player stands on this, red player goes into this secret room over there, and then the blue player doesn't really have to do much. The red player has to solve it. So to solve the puzzle, you get 4 chance, and each time you get to hit 4 buttons. And randomly, see how one of those changed colors? So the one that changed color is one of them, and you get 4 chances. You need to find the 4 that are all blue. So see how 2 of those changed colors? So 2 of those turned blue, and then we can see here, 1 of those turned blue. So we know which 4 are turned blue. So on this 4th attempt, boom, 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 yes. We know that these ones are going to be blue, and it's going to build the bridge and you can go through. So it might take a few chances, but just keep an eye on which colors are actually changing, and use those to find the buttons that are blue and hit all 4 of the buttons that are blue. If you guys, after 4 tries, then both of you guys are going to die and you'll have to start all over again. And it's randomly generated where those buttons are. So probably going to take a few tries. Now this part right here, just kind of watch where we go. You know, you have to go through certain walls, so you have to be on the certain side. You have to hit certain buttons and avoid the boulders. And then we'll be back to chat with you when there's some tips to give you for getting through this. Okay, in this area, there are 4 switches that are kind of like hidden. I'd say, you know, quote unquote hidden. They're not like super hidden or difficult to find or anything. But yeah, one of them, first of all, when you go through this area, you walk to the left and then you go on the other side of this big head over here. So I'm just letting the other player know, like, I'm turning around. I'm going to hit this lever over here around the corner. So right around the other side of this head is a lever. And then we're going to want to zoom in and click on the lever to pull it. There we go. So there's 4 in total. There's another one up here that you guys have to work together as a team in order to get it. So I'll show you. We're going to climb up here, and then you have to stand on a button so that the other player can jump on a truss, get to the top, and pull one of the levers at the top there. Here we go, that's the button. You stand on that, and then that truss goes up, and then the red player can go up to the top. Or, you know, if you're the red player, the other player has to, you know, either way. You're going to be one of or the other, the red or the blue. So after that, go down at the bottom of the waterfall there, and then over in the corner over here, you'll find another switch. And then right when I was finding the switch, the other player is over on the other side of the map, and they grabbed the last switch. See where they are up there over on the top? So you can see, like, just basically looking at the screen, that little red part, you can see where the red player was over there in the back corner. That's where the 4th and final lever is. Not really difficult to find. They're not like super hidden or anything. But once you get all 4 of those levers pulled, then you can see that that door opens up underneath the waterfall. So that's going to take us to a new place, and just go where we're going and follow where we're going. Again, I'll come back if there's any tips that I can give you. So on this part right here, the red player has to go first. So they have to just kind of jump across these beams. And you can see on the end, the last couple of beams, the last 3 beams are red, so blue person can't go through there. So he goes through there and then stands on a button over there to get the blue ones to show up. And for me, I could mostly just run straight across. You got to do one little jump over there towards the end, but I was able to run across the first ones. But yeah, there you go. That's how you do that part. Now right here, so the blue player stands on their platform, and then the red person stands on the button. And when the red person stands on the button, it makes it go forward. And when they get off of the button, it can make it go backwards. So if the timing is pretty bad, usually like right there, they can actually step off of the red button to try to make it a little easier for you to get around the obby here. I think as far as like things go, like the blue player probably has a little bit more of a challenge. Then they get across the other side. Make sure the red player stands on the platform, and then if you time it right, like the way that we've timed it right here, you can see he doesn't even have to jump over those deadly beams and avoid it. He doesn't even have to do anything to avoid the saw, and doesn't even have to do anything to avoid that beam, and doesn't even have to do anything to avoid this beam either. So if you time it right, then it's going to be a cakewalk for the red player. All right, and here we are at the final part, which could take a few tries for you guys, depending on how it's going. You don't want to get hit by these boxing gloves, so as soon as they go down, you want to get into the safe zone really quick. So jump over them real quick and get there as soon as possible before they come up and punch you in the face again. They can only really hurt you as they're coming up. They're like boxing gloves, so they punch you. So as they're going down, if you jump on the top of it, it's not going to hurt or anything. So we're just going to follow this path, and we're going to go this way. And like I said there, this took us a few tries before we actually got through it. You got to remember what the pattern is, sort of, but make sure you're jumping through this whole thing. When you're if you're just trying to run your way through it, it's not going to work. And make sure you're holding down right away so that you're running immediately, or S or whatever. So yeah, you just got to make sure that you go, it's like right, left. The first couple times you may end up remembering a pattern, but you see like right there, when it's like, don't try to run past it, just jump over it. Because jumping, if you're trying to just run past it, like someone's going to get stuck. So make sure you're going through and you're jumping. You're making good use of the jump button to get through these, and basically just the both of you guys have to get through here and survive without getting squished by the boulder. You know, there's a little bit of forgiveness, but not much there. But anyways, you get to the end, and you got the badge right there, guys. That's number 4. Number 5 sounds like it's in Rivals, so let's go get it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to get the 5th mega token here. Mission accomplished, and the game is Rivals. So you have to make sure you've gotten the first 4 mega tokens before you can even get this. And also you have to make sure you've gone through and gotten the regular token in the game. So after you've gotten the regular token, go and talk to the chicken guy again, and we're going to go into the shooting range. Now in the shooting range, it doesn't really matter what you select. You want to get used to using the assault rifle because you're going to kind of need that for kills later on in the game. But yeah, so we're going to pick our loadout, and then you can see all these targets. Some of them actually have an X. See that one right there? How it's an X, where the other ones are more of a plus sign. So that one's rotated basically 45 degrees. So it is wrong. And you want to go through and find all of the wrong ones and shoot them. Now, I think if you guys have more people in the server and you're all working together, you can find the wrong ones and you can shoot them. So you want to go through the map and find all of the targets that are kind of like twisted a little bit, and basically like they're showing an X instead of the plus sign. So you keep going around and you keep shooting those, and eventually, once you've got all of them, you'll see this portal over there in the corner of the map, and then you go in there and you look at this little like Pepe wall. It's a Pepe Silva wall. If you guys get that reference at all, then thumbs up to you. So yeah, we're gonna go in there, we look at that, and then after we look at that, we're gonna go back to the lobby and we're gonna talk to the shady chicken again. And it says, seems like you've stumbled upon his little thing. So he's gonna give you another mission. Basically, you just listen to him talk, you say, I'm in. And the next mission is you have to go and do some rounds, and you have to get some kills. So what we're going to do is we're going to go turn around, and so it seemed like in the pictures that we had to do it on the bridge map, which I think is maybe what it was intended. But yeah, we go in there, and I didn't even get a chance to pick the loadout, but basically we went to a different map here, but you have to make sure you've got the assault rifle. So pick the assault rifle and get kills, and when you get kills with the assault rifle here in 3v3, you guys can see those little scrolls that are getting picked up. So whenever somebody dies, they end up putting down those scrolls, and then you just go and grab those scrolls from them, and you need to collect 15 of them. You can see on the left side of the screen, we've got special mission. We've got 2 out of 15. Every time you kill somebody, they drop one of those scrolls, and then you can go and pick it up. So again, we're going through until we get 15 of them. We'll skip forward here, and we'll skip forward to our 15th one, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay, so here we go. We've got our 15th kill, and we've got our 15th scroll right there. I think it's a scroll or a map. So at this point, now that we've got 15 out of 15 of them, we just want to get back to the lobby so we can finish the round, or we can leave the game and go back, because I believe this stuff saves if you end up leaving and coming back later. You'll basically be able to start where you left off. So we're going to go and talk to the Shady Chicken now, and he goes through a little bit more dialogue, and we have to get the mega token from him. But before he gives us the mega token, what he wants us to do is basically pick the Nosny ink up there at the top, and then we have a boss battle that we have to go through. So you just go and click up Nosny ink, and then it's going to teleport you over here to a sudden death boss match. So the revolver seems to be the way to go here on this one. When you shoot with the assault rifle, especially if you're like standing in one place and not moving, it tends to ricochet off of him and come back and shoot you. But with the revolver, it doesn't ricochet off of him and come back and shoot you the way the other does. So I'd say focus on using the revolver to get him. He tries to shoot you with a sniper every now and then. You're going to hear when he launches. Make sure you're behind one of the pillars when he shoots with the assault rifle or with the sniper. But if you stay in one place too long, he's going to throw some Molotov cocktails at you, and you're going to have fire in your face. And he'll also throw some flashbangs in your face as well. So you want to keep moving around the arena. Get behind all of the pillars. If you have to, use your med pack to get some life back. Keep shooting him with the revolver, and try to be like sparing with your revolver, because you've only got so much ammo that you can use. And then when you have to start using the other weapons, remember they ricochet off of him. The sniper rifle doesn't seem to do that either. So again, I would just say avoid the assault rifle, because when you shoot him with it, it ricochets off and it ends up hitting you. So yeah, good luck guys getting through him. He's a little bit tough to get through, but then after you get through him, you get the mega badge. You may have to go back and talk to the Shady Chicken again afterwards, but this is how you get the 5th mega token, guys. So good luck. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to get the 6th mega token here in Roblox as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition. So the game here is Clip It. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a strange one. As soon as you join, you press the plus button on the bottom, just in case it's showing you a bunch of videos. Then you press this X, and then you're going to go to this main sort of area where we've got like a pool, and we're going to go inside of this building. And inside of this building, we've got this right here. It says Explore Scenes, and you go and you press E to explore scenes. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to some specific places, and we're going to wear some specific items in those places to find these golden cameras that are hidden around the whole thing. So first we're going to this abandoned warehouse area right here that we clicked on, and then down on the bottom of the screen you can see where it says outfits. You click on outfits, and then over there where it says catalog, you can click on catalog on the top over there next to outfits, and it won't just show you your outfits. Now you can go look at other things in the catalog on Roblox. So in order to find what you need, just click on the magnifying glass, and that opens the search. First item we're going to put on is the bigger head right here, and the creator is going to be Roblox. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to keep finding these items, we're going to equip them, and then we're going to go to certain locations, which we're going to show you. And those locations, as long as you're in the right place and you're wearing the right item and you're getting these in the right order, then you're going to be able to get those golden cameras that are available. So the first thing you're doing, you know, abandoned factory, wearing the bigger head. And again, these are all going to be the items that are made by Roblox. So when you click on it, you can go and equip it. So now that you're wearing this bigger head here, you can escape from that. And now that you're in this area and you're wearing this item, you will come over here to the corner and you'll see the golden camera right there. So then it's going to give you a clue for the next golden camera. So basically we're just going to keep doing that over and over. Watch what I'm doing. Second time we're going to wear the cheese hat and go to the pizza shop. Third thing we're going to do is wear the pink eye, go to the spooky forest. After that we're going to wear the head row, go to the movie theater entrance. Then after that we're going to wear the tea kettle hat and go to the Zen garden. I will write all of that stuff there in the description just for you guys, so you need a little bit of help. And just watch this video and see where I'm going to find these golden cameras, and then you'll be able to find those pretty quick and easy. So I'll be back here after we get the final camera. Right, so we've got the tea kettle hat on. We're going to the Zen garden to find the final camera, which you go over here, and as soon as you touch that camera, you're gonna get yourself the mega token. So that's how you get it, guys. Time for the 7th one. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to get the 7th mega token. It is the Null Seeker badge in the game World 0. So you have to make sure you get the first 6 of the mega tokens first before you can come and get this one. So let me just explain to you kind of what I'm doing. First off, we have to go to a cave that is hidden kind of over there under that little hill. There's lots of hills in this whole thing, but just basically, I've got this basically edited at like normal time. So all you have to do is just kind of follow where I go to pick up all the different things and go to the different areas. And then there's going to be a big boss at the end, and that's all you got to do. But again, make sure you've got the first 6 mega tokens. And if you don't know how to get those, there's videos on my channel. So we're going to go into this little hidden room right here, right where we found it. And then if we go to that hidden room, we take a right, and then there's this green thing right here. We step on this green thing, and now there's going to be emeralds that are hidden throughout the map here. Now you got to make sure that you touch that green button before you search for the emeralds, because if you go to the places where the emeralds are and the emeralds are not there, either you don't have the 6 mega tokens, or I mean that thing probably won't light up, but you got to make sure you press that green button before you go for all the emeralds. Okay, so now at this point what we're doing is there was little pictures of all the different locations for the emeralds that popped up when we stood on that green platform. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go all over the map, and we're going to go get those emeralds. So the first one is right above that area where the map is, and you can kind of just cheese your way to the top of this hill if you take like the main sort of path, and you just keep jumping. Usually it's not too hard to get to the top right here, and then I think there's probably another way to get up there on the other side, but either way, you need to get up here in this big point up on this hill. You guys can see that big green emerald over there. Yeah, that big green emerald is one of the 3 emeralds that you guys need to use or need to get. So yeah, go and get this one, and then obviously there's 2 more we got to get. There's a castle straight ahead of us with another one, and there's one over there way in that area. I don't know if we have to get them in the specific order that they are laid out, but that's what I'm doing. I'm getting them in the specific order. So just follow where I go. We're going to pick up the 2nd one, and then after that, follow where I go. We're going to pick up the 3rd one, and then you guys are going to see we're going to go back to that cave area, and we're going to have some of those things, and we've got a little puzzle to solve. But don't worry, I've got the answers for how to solve that puzzle, and we'll be right back with you after we've got those, and it's time to solve that puzzle. All right, now that we've got all 3 of the emeralds, when we go into this room, you guys can see that we've got all of those emeralds right there. We've got a green one, a blue one, and a pink one. So now we have to look at another cipher over here. So when we look at this, you guys see it's tree, fish, flower. So tree is green, fish is blue, flower is pink. So the order for mine are green, blue, pink. Okay, so I remember green, blue, pink. When I step on that, you see we have some blue numbers. There's going to be 2 blue numbers, 2 green numbers, and 2 pink numbers. Okay, so the 2 blue numbers I had were 1s, the green numbers were 4 and 2, the pink were 3 and 2. So if I was to add the green numbers together, I get 6. If I add the blue numbers, I get 2. If I add the pink numbers, I get 5. So the code for me is going to be 6250 because it's the addition of the green and then blue and then pink. Remember, that's my order: green, blue, pink. So adding the green together, I get 6. Adding the blue together gave me the 2. Adding the pink together gave me the 5. Your guys' numbers are going to be different, so your code's going to be different. So just as long as you guys are paying attention and you do this the right way, you go step on this pink thing here, and you can actually change the code right here and then enter whatever you guys think is the proper code. So we've got 6, 2, and 5 because that is the total, the sum of the green, and then the sum of the blue, and then the sum of the pink. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the green emerald and put it here first, and the blue one and put it here second, and the pink one and put it here third. And remember, that's because I had tree, fish, flower. Results may vary for you guys. You may have a different order. If you have fish, tree, flower, then it'd be blue, green, pink. So just make sure you guys understand how that works and how to unlock this whole thing. And once you do that, you guys go and enter the code, and then boom, we've got ourselves a nice little portal that we can go through. And in order to go through the portal, we don't just walk through it. We just go and we interact with that pillar. And then over here, we've got this this boss battle over here. Pretty straightforward. If you are not very high level in the game or don't have any good weapons, it's probably going to take quite a bit of time to get through it, like it does for me. So yeah, pretty straightforward. You just go through, you beat him, you get 3 lives, so you can actually die a couple times before you actually get him. So just be patient, stay out of the way of his things right there, and try not to get hit. You can heal every now and then. You can also heal just by staying away from him for long enough, but those little heal areas help heal you a little quicker. But yeah, that big thing right there, that thing is the thing that hits the hardest. So my game was a little bit on the glitchy side when I was close to him. Like if you'd stomp down, I'd kind of like almost go through the floor a little bit. But yeah, just work through it, beat him, and then you guys have yourself a mega token there for the 7th mega token. All right, guys, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, we're going to show you how to get the 8th token here in Roblox as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition. So the game here is Dusty Trip. You guys, you have to make sure you've gotten the first 7 tokens. Otherwise, you will not find this spot, and you're going to go into the Hunt area. Again, one other thing too, if anyone in the server or in the game with you does not have all 7 tokens, then this whole area is not going to appear for you. So either do it yourself, which is really not that difficult because like the boss isn't that difficult, or, you know, just get in there and make sure you're with people who have all of the previous 7 tokens. Now, when you start out, you can either put all the pieces together for your truck or your car and put the gas in it if you want to, but honestly, like the area that you need to go to is so close from where you start that it's probably not even necessary. You could probably actually just walk out there and you'll just get right out there. So you don't even really have to put this thing together. There's a note thing here, which is sort of like a clue. I'm not sure if you have to hold that. I think that you're supposed to hold this or take it with you, but as far as driving the car, just make sure you're seeing, like it says R to start the engine, and make sure you're in the spot so you're behind the wheel, because starting the car can sometimes be a little bit complicated for people. But anyways, we're only driving out like 250 meters, so again, like if you don't want to put the car together, you guys can just walk out to the spot and you don't really have to worry about that. The note here, you know, you can just put it down. I'm not sure if it actually really made a difference, but we're going to be out here anyways. So what you need to do is around this big block area with all these little stones and all the stairs and stuff, at the very top, there is a portal that you need to build. But around the whole thing are little microwaves, and as you grab those, you need to move them to the top, and they're kind of sprawled out around the whole thing. Some of them are on the ground, some of them are on the steps, some of them are already like right at the top for you. So like some of them are pretty much like gimmies, but down at the bottom there's also one that's like hidden in one of the bushes right there, like right there in that bush. But if you hold on to these microwaves for too long, you guys will hear it'll start beeping faster, and then boom, it explodes. So you can only hold on to them for a certain period of time. Otherwise, they're going to explode, and you're not going to be able to build the portal at the end. So you can end up letting one of these explode, but if two of them explode, then you're gonna have to start all over. So one can explode, you'll be able to get away with that, but other than that, like, you're not gonna have enough to be able to build the portal. So it's about grabbing them, dropping them, grab them, bring them to the top a little bit more, drop them, grab them, bring them a little bit higher. Sometimes you're going to drop them, and you're going to drop them like right onto the bottom. And again, I just turned on my volume there, just turn it up. And so it's good to have your volume up quite a bit so you can hear when they're going to start beeping and exploding, because exploding is bad. Then you're going to have to start over after you explode two of these. So we bring them up to the top, and right here you guys can see we've got those little pillars, and that's where the portal is. So your job is to grab all of those and bring them up to the portal over there. And then when you bring them up to the portal, you can just, for now, you can just set them there. But when you get up there, you're going to have to place them all. So we're going to kind of skip forward, make this a lot faster in the video, because this whole process takes quite a bit of time to be able to do it. Huge shout out to my son, Brennan, who is a Dusty Trip Pro and like handled this for me. He is like so good at this. I hadn't played Dusty Trip a lot, but he hooked me up. So shout out W Bread in the comments of this video, because Bread is becoming a big star. And if you guys have been watching the live streams, anyways, we got all the pieces. We're bringing them up to the top. So now that we've got them all there, you look at that and it says you can place it. So you press the button to place, grab them, interact, place them. So basically, as you guys can see, what's starting to form is a portal. So we're grabbing all the pieces. Again, if you drop it, you're gonna have to go back to the bottom and grab it again. So don't drop it. We've dropped several of these. If you guys are looking for one that you haven't seen, just kind of go out to the bottom of the whole rock thing and just walk around and look, make sure there's not one that's kind of hanging out on one of the ledges, or that you dropped at one point that kind of rolled somewhere. And also at the bottom, guys, there's one kind of in one of the bushes. So if you're needing one, just go check at the bushes kind of down at the bottom. But once you've built the whole thing, you've got all the blocks on there, you've got this portal that is being built, and then you're gonna get cutscenes. At this point, actually, you're gonna get, I would say, like, go use the bathroom, because you're gonna get like 3 minutes of cutscenes, because they're gonna get teleported to this other area. And then before the boss fight starts, it's going to be a little bit of you kind of walking around while you just like listen to some dialogue. So we're going to cut through most of the whole dialogue that you're listening to when you're in this area, and eventually this boss fight is going to start. So he's got some, like, it's a normal Roblox boss fight. If you guys have done Roblox boss fights in the past, then you know how it's done. He's got something that he's going to tell you, like, where he starts shooting. He shoots with laser eyes. He likes to drop things in the ground that spin around and try to attack you. And then there's also, he will send some zombies after you as well, and you have to go after those zombies and take them out. And then he will get tired, and when he gets tired, that's when you want to shoot at him. You've also got those bombs that he's going to throw at you that you want to avoid. So you can just kind of sort of watch what we're going through. I'll speed it up here. We'll get towards the end of this particular battle. But yeah, he's got his laser eyes. After you kill him once, so you hit him 3 times. You can see when it says his life is invincible. When he's invincible, you can't do any damage to him. So you just have to deal with all the things that he's throwing at you. But after he throws all of his different weapons at you, he like gets tired, so you can shoot him at that point. And there's lots of guns lying around on the ground, so like you're never going to worry about running out of ammo. And then after you kill him once, by hitting him like 4 times really hard, he's going to die and then come back, and he's going to be a little bit more difficult the second time. He's going to have more lasers. He's going to send faster zombies at you. He's going to send double the amount of zombies at you. He is going to have more of the bombs that he drops on you. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but still pretty much the same thing. Same sort of series and sequences of attacks. So just like any of these bosses, if you guys have made it this far, and you guys are at this far in the journey, then I don't have to explain to you guys how to do boss fights, because I think you guys have got this all figured out. So good luck, guys. After you defeat him, you guys will get the mega token, so it doesn't really take too long. Probably less time than the last boss that we went through at World Zero. So make sure, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to get the 9th Mega Token here, the Zombie Token Badge in Infection Gunfight as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition here in Roblox. So the video's quick, but getting the mission done is not quick. It takes some time. So you want to click on play when you join a game, and then you want to join the Infection Hero. So once you've got the other 8 tokens before this, when you go in the game, you'll find some goggles somewhere. Every map has some goggles, but that's what they look like. You grab those, and once you grab those goggles, then people are going to start having some letters above their heads. Now, it's all sorts of letters, so you can see in the corner, you've got like which one you've got. So you want to kill the M, and then G, and then or M-E-G-A-H-U-N-T. So you want to spell out the words Mega Hunt. So you want to kill someone with an M above their head. And now I've got an M, so I'm trying to kill someone with an E. So you can see that bracelet in the upper left-hand corner just changed from M to E. So that's good. Basically, the opposite team is going to have letters above their head. So if you're a zombie, then the humans are going to have letters above their head. If you're a human, then the zombies are going to have letters above their head. But you want to make sure that you only kill people in the proper order to spell out the word or the words Mega Hunt. So M-E-G-A-H-U-N-T. There's all sorts of letters in the alphabet that are just, you know, not even in that whole, either of those words. So you want to make sure you avoid those. If you kill someone in like out of order, even by accident, like with the wrong letter, you're going to have to start all over. So you're going to have to rejoin and then start over with like M again. So make sure you don't accidentally kill somebody with the wrong letter. So like right here, you know, sometimes you're getting teamed up. It's like, I'm looking for a G over here, buddy. And sometimes you're looking for a G and then someone else kills the G. So it can be pretty long and a little drawn out to try to get this one. So, you know, it's just kind of like slow and steady. Just wait and only kill the people with the letters so that you can spell it out. And then after that, you guys will get the token for this event. So that's token number 9. So if you're new here, though, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you how to get the 10th badge here as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition. And the game is Basketball Legends. Again, as usual, you have to make sure you get the first 9 tokens first. So when you start the game on the left side, you can see the Hunt, and you go into the Hunt area. So if you go into the Hunt area, you just, as soon as you spawn, you're going to take a left, and we're going to go over to the Hall of Fame building, and we're going to flip a switch. So we're going to go back here and just follow where I'm going here. You just, you know, take a quick left, and then you go down here a little bit, and then you're going to see over on the left side there, the Hall of Fame. So we're going to go in there, into that building in the Hall of Fame, and we're going to go up these stairs. And right at the top of these stairs, just around the corner, you guys see a switch there on the wall. So when you flip that switch, that's going to activate basically some numbers and like some symbols basically for you to find. All you have to do is find 2 out of 3. Like I walked out of the building and we've got 2 triangle. We got blue, 2 triangle. So these numbers, like, and with the shapes and the colors, are going to be randomly spawned. You're going to have different locations where you have, but just walk around. You'll see them at eye level, just on buildings, on the inside or the outside or the walls. But you find yours, which again are in different places. And then the second one is the red square, which is 3. Now, we don't need to find the other one because I already know the other number is 1. And it's going to be a circle. So there's 3 total, and it just tells you which order you're going to have to sink baskets in the practice area. So on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you guys see how it says view courts, and one is practice court. So we're going to go and we're going to click on that there on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen because we need to get ourselves to the practice court. So we're going to go and click on that, and then that takes us over to the practice court area. So you see how there's like colors and shapes in there? There's 3 colors, 3 shapes. There's basically a green circle, there's a red square, and there's a blue triangle. And the order that you do it, it depends on the order that you saw in the side of, and on the sides of the buildings. What you need to do basically is get a shot from all 3 of those in the right order. So I missed that one, so I have to start all over. If you miss at any point, you have to go and just start all over from where you're doing it. So here we go. We're going to try from the green circle. So the green circle was the first one right there. Now, if you guys get that thing on the right, when you get the power bar all the way to the top, that's good. But it bounces down pretty quickly, and it's, I don't know, it's not very consistent. I find this game, I don't know, either it's laggy or glitchy, but just like what you do, there's no consistency to it, really, it seems. But anyways, for me, I do the first one, the second one, the third one. Now, if you do those and you get 3 of those in the right order, it has to be good, great, or perfect, then you'll start a one-on-one match with this guy right here. So what you have is a one-on-one match with him for 1 minute. So it's you versus the NPC, and whoever can get the most points by the end of the 1 minute is going to win. So that's all you got to do at this point is beat the NPC. Now the NPC is good. He's getting 3-pointers. He's just sinking points all the time. You see that? Scored for 3 points. So you got to make sure you're just kind of getting on the ball, shooting, making all of them. Don't miss any. You've got to beat the NPC. It's very tricky. Probably going to take a few tries. If you don't win it, you're going to have to go and just get those hoops in the proper order again to start another match with the NPC. But once you finish that, you guys will get the tokens. So if you guys are new here, though, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to get this Metro Seeker badge here in Metro Life. This is the Mega token as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition. So you have to make sure you get all of the tokens before this. So you have to get all 10, the one in Basketball Legends before this. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport here to the Metro Hall. So when we teleport to the Metro Hall, which we can do with there with our little phone that we've got in the corner, there's a lot of stuff we can do there with inventory and vehicles and all sorts of stuff. We're going to use that throughout this this whole hunt. So we're going in here and we're gonna go to the mayor's office right there. So we're talking to the mayor, which appears to be some little toy or something. I don't know, or it's the mayor's toy. Whatever. We've got 3 missions that we've got to do to get the map clues. So we're gonna show you how to do those different missions. So first of all, we're gonna go and we're going to our map, and in the map we're going to find ourselves a place to travel to, which is the fire department. So we're going to go to the fire department and then click on teleport. It will take us right there. So we're going to close that, which is our phone, magical phone, which makes us teleport, which is pretty awesome. So now we're going to go around to the back of the fire department. So we're just going to go around to the back of this, talk to this NPC over here, and the NPC apparently needs like some wood or something. So we're going to go get some wood for the NPC. You know, it's a firefighter. Maybe they need to make a fire for some training or something. I don't know. I didn't even read what they said, but in the meantime, we got it. We know what you need, but we need some stuff first. So we're going to open up the phone. We're going to go to our inventory. We need a ladder, first of all, which is one of the things that we need. And we also need a chainsaw. So we're going to look there in our inventory with the search. We're going to find our chainsaw. We've got our ladder. Once we click on them, it equips it. And you can see down there below, we can click those to equip those items. Like any other sort of Roblox game that we're used to playing. Of course, guys, if you've made it this far, you already know how Roblox works. I don't have to explain this stuff to you. So we got the ladder right here. We're going to put the ladder down, and we're going to hop on the ladder, and we're going to use the chainsaw to cut down this piece of wood. So as long as we can get up there, yeah, which is the hard thing for me to do. It takes a couple swipes, but eventually, as long as you're like facing it the right way, you're going to chop that down. We're going to turn around, and we're going to go back and report to the person behind us, the NPC that we just talked to. So turning around, and we're heading back there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll let you guys know when it's something else we need to do. Going over there. All right, going normal speed here, so you guys can just watch the video and follow along and go the same speed that I'm going. So now we're opening up the phone. We're gonna look at the map, and we're gonna look into places, and now we're gonna go to Ascend High School to do the second part of the map. So once we get into the high school, we're going to go to the back, and we're going to head back to the library, and we're going to talk to the librarian. So just follow where I go here to the back, and then back here on the left side, we've got the librarian. So, or the Miss Librarian, by the way. Sorry, I didn't want to get that incorrect. So we're going to talk to this person. They've got a mission for us. We've got some problems on the back side of the school that we've got to clean up. So what we really need to do is just get the rag there. So if you search for the word clean, then you guys will find what you need for the rag. And then we're going to go back, and we're going to go back to the back side of the school. So here we go. Same place we went. You can't go to the left side. There's a fence over there. So you got to go to the right side when you get out of the school. And it seems like you can go through the bus. But on the way back, you'll see we can't really go through the bus. Well, I mean, we can. I don't know. Physics don't really exist. I mean, this is a video game world. Come on, guys. Anyways, there's some graffiti on the back of the building. We need to get rid of this graffiti. So we're going to clean the window. We press E, but we need to make sure that we equip something that we need. It is not that. It is the rag right there, and we're just going to wipe it off. And pretty quick. I mean, honestly, like, if it was me, that would have taken a lot longer. Like, that seemed like a lot of graffiti, guys. Like, that seemed like it would have taken more than 2 seconds to clean that off. Like, sometimes, like, I'm cleaning, like, the dog's snot off the window in the back, And that even takes longer than that. Now, if I was cleaning graffiti off the back of the school on a window, that would probably take at least an hour, but I digress. Anyways, cannot walk right through the bus. We're going to go back into the school, and we're going to talk to the person there in the back, the librarian that we talked to earlier, obviously. Who else are we going to talk to? We're going to go talk to the janitor. No, the janitor's left already, guys. Like, this is like out of school hours. Wait, why would the library? Anyways, we are going to look for another place, and we're going over here, down, scroll down to the Paradise Hotel, and we're teleporting to the Paradise Hotel. So, you're in the fancy hotel. You gotta make sure you're wearing something really like nice and fancy. So, if you're not looking fancy, like, I don't know, they might sort of kick you out of the place. Anyways, obviously I look pretty dapper. So we're gonna go up into the elevator here, and we're gonna go to the top. You can see I'm pretty formal, not bad, right? Anyways, there's another NPC over here. We're gonna talk to the NPC. She like lost her cat or something. So yeah, we're gonna have to. If we've got the ladder equipped, I still have the ladder equipped. But if you don't still have the ladder equipped, of course, go back into your inventory and equip the ladder, because we're gonna go save a cat. We went and helped out the fire department like once, and now we're also just doing their job for them. Like, I don't know what the fire department does in this town, because like seriously, like they can't even go to the top of the tree and get themselves some wood. I have to go get wood for them, and now I have to go get a tree out of or a cat out of tree. Like, it's ridiculous, guys. Like, what is going on with this fire department in this town? Anyways, again, I digress. It's late. We've done a lot of mega tokens today. There's still another one to go. But you got to make the video entertaining. You got to watch me running around with cats and things in my hand. I know, right. Anyways, we're going back to the elevator over here. I think I've been hanging out doing too many live streams with you guys and Brett. Anyways, by the way, watch my live streams. We're going to be launching lots of horns during those live streams. If I'm not chasing mega tokens, I'm giving you guys horns for this event. And I've got admins, and I've got devs in there with me. Anyways, now we get that lady her cat. We're going to the Metro Hall again. We're going to go talk to the mayor one more time, which, again, like, is it the mayor's toy, or is the toy the mayor? Like, look at that. Like it's Mayor G. Like, that's the mayor. Like, why isn't he standing behind his desk? Anyways, whatever. He's giving us a map right here, and it's got like 4 different colors. We got the red, we've got the yellow, we got the green, we got the blue, and so that's what we need to do. We don't have to get these numbers in any particular order, but we're going to go out front here, and we're going to use our phone again, which I guess, so we're using our phone to like spawn a car, so I guess it's like Uber, but like there's no driver, like we're going to drive. It's like, it's Uber, but like they just drop a car off for you. I don't really know how it works, but anyways, like it's a pretty magical phone. Okay, like the phone can teleport you to places. That's what I'm saying. But for this part, we're gonna want to just like use the map, open up the map, and remember all those spots where like the red, the yellow, the green, and the blue were. So we're gonna go and find numbers that are associated with those colors. So like your numbers are gonna be totally different. Your numbers are not going to be my numbers. You guys have to go through and you have to do this yourself and find what your numbers are in your server, because they're randomly generated. You know how it is. Like, it wouldn't work if there's like my numbers. You guys could just go straight to the thing and be like, oh, you just type in his numbers. But anyways, the red 2 is what we're going to write down. You're going to do that too, guys. Like, you should be writing this down right now. Like, if you're not writing it down, like, either be good at memorizing things, or I would just say, honestly, I would recommend, just write it down. So now follow where we're going. Again, we're looking at the map, and we're looking at the picture that we took earlier of the map with where those locations are. Or, I mean, obviously you don't need it, because you can just watch. You guys are watching this video. Just go where I'm going. You don't even need a picture of the map. But I'm just explaining to you, the logic behind the whole thing. So we're going to go in there. We're going to go up to the top. We're going in there. We're climbing this ladder. We're getting our second number associated with the yellow color. So I've got 8 right there. So I've got a red 2. I've got a yellow 8. Your guys' numbers are going to be different. Now, if your guys' are the same as mine, like, that would be crazy. You know, probably not going to happen. But anyways, we're going to open up the map again, and we're going to go back to the, we're going to go to the green spot this time. So the green spot is over here on the right side of the map, down in the bottom right corner. Not like completely in the bottom right corner, but we got a little park over here. So we're going to make our way to the park. There's the gas station right across the street from the park. So the park is across from the gas station, right over there. You guys can see where we are. Okay, so we're going to get out of our vehicle, and it's not this tree right here. We see the pool behind us. So you want to get on the pool, gas station, and across from that building that says Everyday Essentials. You guys will see the tree right here, and it says 6 for me, obviously. So we've got the green 6. So we've got 3 of the colors, and again, your colors and your numbers are going to vary. Very different from mine. So we've just got one more color to go. So we've got the blue, which is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. And try not to hit things like I was hitting things. You know, I mean, if you're driving strictly by the map, chances are you might run into things. So you might have to look to, like, you know, where you're going in the actual game so that you don't run into things. But see this building right here? Up here on the left side, we've got the last number right there. But that's a big wall, so we should probably drive over here, hop out of the vehicle right here, and then we're gonna go around the corner, walk through the bushes like anybody could actually do that, and like look at that landscaping. They put the trees inside the bushes, just bad landscaping. Anyways, we've got the blue 3 there, so now we know what we've got. We've got the different colors. We've got a red 2, a yellow 8, a green 6, and a blue 3. Again, guys, your colors may vary. Go to the map and then click on one of those, and then it's going to do an X marks the spot. So where all of those meet, when you do an X right there, like, you know, might as well grab your snipping tool and take a picture of it if you need to, but you don't need to because you're watching this video and I'm going to show you where it is. So looking in our map right there, you guys can see like right there between those 2 buildings, that's exactly where the X is. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive over that spot, and we're going to use our shovel, and we're going to find a nice little safe, and then we're going to enter the code based on the colors and the numbers that we found already. So the little spot that we need to go to is right here on the map. So we're taking our time to get back here, and then go to the inventory again, and you guys need a shovel. You're gonna need a shovel for this part. So we're gonna go and we're gonna search, find our shovel. We've got that right there, and then dig in this spot, and then boom, right away, just pops right up. So now we've got this, and all we have to do is just click on the different colors to enter the code. So if you're colorblind, no, I'm sorry. Hopefully, I don't know. If you're colorblind, that's rude. That's rude. You're at a disadvantage. But anyways, we are entering our code right here: the red 2, the yellow 8, the green 6, and the blue 3. Boom! There we go. We've got the token. So now, here we go. Next token. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Okay, guys, it's time for the 12th mega token here in Hell's Kitchen. It's Gordon's Elite Chef. I've got the link to the game in the description below. Make sure you get all the 11 tokens before you try to get this one. So we're going to join the game. As soon as we join the game, we're going to go and we're going to play just the main game. So you go and you stand in that circle. You have to have at least 5 players in there in order for a round to start. So first thing we're going to do is, as soon as we start, we're going to turn around and look at the ceiling. You guys see the ceiling up there? There's a pattern up there in the ceiling, and it's going to be different for everybody. And just basically, this is the angle that you want to look at it from. So I've got the 4 at the top that are black, and then the 4 along the whole left column that are black, and just like copy that down, and then you can just end the game. Like, don't even finish the round, just end the game, start a whole new game, and that is going to be your code. That stuff shouldn't change. We're gonna come over here, and this is the basement area. So we're gonna come around from the lobby area to the basement area, and we've got this thing right here, and we're going to switch these lights on and off so we can match the pattern that we saw from that angle on the ceiling. So this is exactly what it looked like. I had to kind of write this down, do like a 4x4, and just do that, and kind of do X's so you know the places where you need to, turn them dark. And then once you turn it dark correctly, then you're going to be transported to this area right here where you get to do a little bit of parkour. So It's fairly simple parkour, so you just have to go through here. Don't land in the green stuff, but if you do land in the green stuff, it's okay. It'll kind of start you just right at the beginning of the obby. So over here for this one, don't try to jump across over there. There's a little ledge over here, and then that's going to take you over to this end, and then that will start you on this part of the obby. So yeah, don't just try to jump straight out there from the very beginning, because you're just going to die. And then we're going to just... I almost died right there. Anyways, we make it to this vent. Now it says the quest is find the 4 recipe scraps. So we get to just like reset the game again and find the recipe scraps. So over here, there's a couple of different recipe scraps. There's one back there. We're going to grab that one last. First, we're going to go into the game, and we're going to... In the beginning, right before the game, there's this little area right here, and there's a couple of recipe scraps right here. So first one we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the top, and we're going to grab this, which is the recipe scrap that we're going to find in the lobby in the beginning of the game. So also now, once the game actually starts and we're playing the game, there's going to be another recipe scrap over here in the corner of the kitchen. So now we're going to just go through and we're going to finish making whatever the recipe is and try to make it before the time is over. So we're going to finish that. Now, once we've finished making the recipe and we've got the time, you see we have our pre-service done. We've still got 40 seconds. We're going to go back over here, and behind this bar, we're going to find the 3rd scrap of the recipe. So we've got 3 out of 4 of the recipe scraps. So now we're just going to reset and go back to the very beginning where we were. And you see over on the opposite side, over there, beyond the fiery mountains and bridges, we will find the 4th scrap of the recipe right there. So now we've got the recipe that was taken away from the basement. So now that we have the recipe, we have to prove ourselves by going and cooking the recipe, but doing it to perfection. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into the game and play, and we have to basically go through the first round and just survive the first round. So you don't have to get over 130, you don't have to get over a certain score. You just go through, and if you're practicing the beef Wellington, that's great. It gives you a chance to practice the beef Wellington. Just remember, for the beef Wellington, you go to the fridge, you chop, you mix, oven, chop, assemble. So just remember, like, that's the order that you go through for the beef Wellington. You can see we're going through it right now. We're going through the last part, which is the assemble. So just remember, like, you got to do this fast for the second round. Okay, so we've survived the first round. Now we're going to the second round. So the second round is when the food critic is here. So now we have to do this perfectly. We have to go to the fridge. We have to grab this stuff really, really fast. We have to go straight to the chopping block, and we have to chop that stuff really fast. Then we need to go to the mixing thing. We need to mix super duper fast. We need to go to the oven. We need to cook really fast. Now, when you're in the oven, you need to go to that thing and cook. Now, look on the bottom left on the beef Wellington. Wait until that's green, and then pull it out. That's it. You don't have to wait until the oven says anything. Just that thing on the bottom left. As soon as that's ready, you guys want to be pretty quick with this, and then go to the assembly. We're going to take the assembly over there to the food critics, and then we're going to deliver this to the food critic. Now, we need to get a score of 130 or above. So now, after we do get a score of 130 or above, it took me several tries to actually get it for myself. We're going to go back into the basement. So we're going here into the basement and inside the basement. Once we've got our score above 130, we're going to go back here, and this is apparently where we return the recipe. I don't know who this mysterious figure is. This is a new person. Anyways, so now after we've done that, we're going to go to the top here, and at the top there's just this thing. It just takes a minute to jump up there, and then we're going to go to the fuse breaker. We're going to interact with that, and now we've got the badge, and we've got the 12th token that we needed. So that's it, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.